Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Classroom Champions Live. Thank you so much for joining us today. You guys can always learn about Classroom Champions at teach.classroomchampions.org and classroomchampions.org. But today, since we have so many of our athletes and students and teachers and parents at home, we are bringing you Classroom Champions lessons at home as well. And today we have Tasty Tuesday. We are so excited to bring to you two of our favorite athletes. Today we have bobsledder Tiffeny Parker and aerial skier Winter Vinecki. My name is Emily Cook. I am our athlete manager and also a three-time Olympian in the sport of aerial skiing. So first, I would like to introduce Winter Vinecki, our aerial skier. Winter is a U.S. ski team athlete. She is the 2019 U.S. national champion and a 2022 Olympic hopeful. She's also the founder of Team Winter, which is a nonprofit that works to make a difference in the world of prostate cancer. And she's also achieved 2 world records before she turned 15. She was the youngest person to run a marathon on 7 continents and did it with her mom. So Winter, welcome. And Tiffeny Parker. Tiffany is a USA bobsled athlete. She's on the US team for bobsled. She is also a health consultant. So Tiffany is the perfect person to talk us through Tasty Tuesday. She is a 3-time USA track and field heptathlete and a 2016 Olympic trials qualifier. So thanks so much for being with us today, Tiffany and Winter. Welcome to everybody at home. Everyone at home, if you guys have questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. We would love to hear from you guys, and we'll be giving shout outs throughout today's session. And we're super excited to be here with Winter and Tiffany. Good morning, Lori. Winter is going to be running us through some of her healthy eating tips, and Tiffany is going to talk to us about that from Lake Placid, New York. So Tiffany, healthy living, tell us a little bit about it.
Well, one thing I love about just everything about health and wellness, it's about your engine. Yesterday, I heard Emily talk a little bit about your engine. And for me, I wanted to be a nutritionist once I graduated from college. I wanted to learn, like, what foods did I need to eat to make me perform and be my best? And it wasn't just solely about performing. It was about how I thought, how mentally clear I was I able to make good decisions? A lot of that starts with how you fuel your engine. So I like to look at foods kind of like a stoplight. So you have your green light foods, which are your goes. You can have your fruits, your vegetables, and your yellow light foods, which are just some foods that you can have, but you want to make sure you're just kind of paying attention to how you're eating them. Your meats, your cheeses, your milks, so on and so forth, and red light foods. So red light foods aren't necessarily a horrible thing. You could have things like almonds, which are nuts that are high in fats, but they're good fats. Those are kind of your red light foods, but also like your chocolates, which I am a chocolate person. I absolutely love chocolate. You have those things seldomly. And so all of those things, when I was training, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just eating like the bad red light foods, like the chocolate, when I had to go to the track, because I had to be focused. I had to be attentive. I had to listen to my coach, and I also had to perform. All of those things play a major role in just like my whole engine. And so your engine is not just your body, it's your mind too, and making sure that you're getting a very well-rounded meal when you start to choose those foods. So that way all of your engines at home can perform at their best.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tiffany. That was a great intro. Good morning. So Winter, tell us what you're going to do with us today.
Good morning. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make one of my favorite things that's super easy. It's a breakfast burrito. And so it only takes a couple things, and you can make a bunch ahead of time with your mom or your dad, aunt, uncle, whoever. And then I like to be able to freeze them so that whenever I want a snack, I can just pull it out of the freezer, put it in the microwave a few seconds, and then it's ready to go. So as we go through today, I'm just going to be showing you what I am up to. So first part of my ingredient, flour tortilla. Super simple. I got my eggs I'm going to make up here, and I got some veggies that I've already sauteed a little bit, as you can see in here. I got some broccoli and some different peppers. And so all I do is I saute some of the veggies. I'm going to make up my eggs, and then we're going to assemble it. So in a second, we're going to get going in assembly, but first I'm going to get going on making it.
Perfect. And Winter, just a shout out to all the kids and parents out there. Let's make sure parents are cooking on the stove, kids, we're going to give you some really fun things that you can do to actually assemble the burritos.
I have a question, Winter. What's your favorite veggie?
Oh, my favorite veggie. I really like carrots. And I have some great memories of having carrots because my grandparents actually have a farm. And so they have 2,000 acres of all types of different vegetables. And carrots are one of the things they have a lot of the times. And we would pull out these massive carrots that were like this big when we were young. I remember just eating them straight out of the field.
That's awesome. Hey, Steve.
All right, as we're going through, feel free to post any questions that you have on our comment section. We're going to let Winter cook up some eggs here, and then she's going to get to assembling them as well. Hey, Tiffany, I know you had a little activity for us this morning, but especially during these times where things are a little crazy and, you know, we may not be able to get where we're trying to get. Can you tell us a little bit about your morning and the snack that you were going to teach us to make and what you're doing instead?
Yes. So I had a glorious snack. It may not have been as cool as Winter's breakfast burrito, but it was a fruit kebab. And there'll be a PDF put on it on the website, so you guys will get a chance to look at that a little bit. But adaptability is the number one thing during this time that we've kind of just had to roll with. It dumped snow in Lake Placid, New York, where I am at. The snow plows weren't working, so no one could get here to pick me up. I couldn't get anywhere. So I went down to the cafeteria, and luckily the cafeteria at the Olympic Training Center has tons of things that you can pick from out of that light system that I named to you guys. So some of the things that I kind of picked up, and I'll walk you guys over there. You'll get a slight tour of my room and my little baby refrigerator. It's awesome.
If anybody's wondering what the training center looks like, this
is what it looks like. It's awesome. So I picked up some grapes. I dropped my pineapples and some pineapples, and we usually have tons of yogurt. I'm actually just going to take this to the table with me. We had orange juice. I love cereal, so we talked about red lights a little bit. This is probably one of my favorite red lights, Golden Grams. I absolutely love them. But I also have some better choice red lights also, Honey Nut Checks. So yeah, kind of my go-to snack and my adaptability snack is what can I make with the little things that I have. I also have a little packet of nuts that I got. So with yogurt, fruit, nuts, I'm thinking a yogurt parfait. That's what I'm rolling with. So super simple. And I mean, it's going to be a lot like you guys. Like if you go to the grocery store, you're not always going to have everything that you need. It's a lot of just kind of being spotty and doing the best with what you got. I know as athletes, usually, especially now, like we have to do the best with what we have, which a lot of us are in quarantine. It's not a lot. So yeah, I don't even know if I have a spoon, but it's all right. So yogurt, pineapple. I'm pretty sure this is just like a plain Dannon Greek yogurt. And maybe ask your parents to open this if you can't do it yourself. Throw some nuts or some granola. If you guys have granola at your house, you can do that also. And this is my adaptability snack of choice. I don't even know, what are these? Cashew and macadamia nuts. And if you're allergic to nuts, it's all right. You can use granola, or you can put sunflower butter in it, throw a couple of grapes on. And this is my quarantined, stay at home, whatever is in your refrigerator snack at its finest.
I don't know about you. Question. And they were asking if you like making smoothies with a lot of fruits and veggies, and I know I do. What about you? I like putting all types of berries. I even put like avocado sometimes in smoothies.
Same. Yeah, I am a smoothie fanatic. I love them. Sometimes I'll like get my protein source or my protein powder in there after training. I have definitely mixed up a like pound of spinach inside of a smoothie before. I'm not a huge peanut butter person. So for me, like some people like to put peanut butter in their smoothie for the extra protein boost. Not really a fan of it, but definitely with you with the berries. Yeah. And like my tip and trick is I don't put that much like milk or water in my smoothies. So they're kind of like really thick, and I like to eat them like a Frosty because I only like chocolate protein powder. So it's like a Frosty, but like a healthy version.
It's the best when you freeze all of your fruits beforehand. So then you don't have to use like a bunch of ice that waters it down. And so then I always have my freezer filled with like berries and some bananas and stuff so that I can just throw it into my smoothie, because I probably have a smoothie almost every day, maybe every other day, but it's such an easy, quick snack that you can just throw in there really quick.
Yeah, I would say the best thing that I even came across as a health person is knowing that you can save bananas. So like right before your guys' bananas starts to go bad, like they're a little brown, if you peel them, completely peel them, don't put them in the freezer with the peel on. I've done that before. Don't recommend it. Peel them first, chop them up, and you can put them in Ziploc bags and just stick them in the freezer. That way it's an easy grab and go, and you have awesome bananas. And like Winter said, your smoothie won't be watery.
Perfect. All right. So two things. One, Winter, show us what you're doing, and then we are going to ask, or we're going to answer Catherine Peterson's question, what does adaptability mean? So Winter, show us what you're doing over there first.
How I'm doing. So after your parents cook up like the eggs and some veggies, or if you don't even like eggs, you can put chicken or beans, whatever. This is the fun part that you can do at home. So I just take my flour tortilla here, I dump it all in there, and then I got some, this is a very big bag, but I have a little bit of beans in there that I can then just take a little bit of while it's still warm, sprinkle it on top, and then I got a little cheese on here. And then you can add whatever else you would like, but pretty much it's done. So then you can go on to the folding phase. So let me see here. So you can tuck one end, tuck the other, and then roll it over. And you got yourself a little burrito there. And then you can either eat it right away, or what we like to do in my family is our mom will cook up all the stuff for us, and then we make an assembly line. So then one person will be in charge of putting the eggs into there, one person will be in charge of folding it, and then the last step is, if you're not going to eat them right away, you can get a piece of aluminum foil. You're just going to set your burrito into the aluminum foil. It's maybe a little noisy for a second. And then you can just roll this up in here. And now we just put these in our freezer so that we can have them for later. And then when you want to eat it, you just take it out of the aluminum foil. You can put it in a little wet paper towel, nice and moist, and that's
perfect. Thank you, Winter. All right, Tiffany, what does adaptability mean? Can you talk to us about adaptability, since you are in a situation this morning where you had to adapt?
I think the big thing about adaptability is realizing like everyone is in adaptability right now, and you have to be adaptable to things. So it's what your mindset is. Not being able to make the snack that I wanted to make after thinking about it for an entire week. Some type of emotions that may come from that are like anger, because like you're just like, man, I really wanted to make the snack for these kids and these parents. But you kind of just have to gather yourself and say like, well, being adaptable. I may not be able to do that snack right now, but what can I do? Having adaptability is being able to kind of collect yourself emotionally and just kind of sit down and say like, okay, well, I wasn't able to do this, but what can I do? It's kind of looking for an open door. Every door isn't going to be closed. There's going to be a little crack. And if you step through that crack, you're going to be able to adapt and make something happen from, out of the best way that you can make it happen when you're in a situation. So adapting is just making sure that you can like kind of take back those emotions and understand them and say like, okay, take a deep breath, kind of chill. I may not be able to do this the way that I wanted to do it, but I can do that. That's being able to adapt to something in a moment and just rolling with it. A lot of the things that we have for you guys, like you may not have at the grocery store. Like you may not be able to find a pineapple. You may have grapes. So just make your parfait with grapes. It's all right. You're still eating those healthy things that are great for your mind and body. And it may not be perfect, but it's something. And that would be my kind of definition of adaptability. Same thing we practice as an athlete. Right now, some people can't even go outside. They're on staying home, and they're kind of just stuck. And I got yogurt on my hat. But yeah, they're kind of stuck, and you have to kind of just make it roll with what you got, whether it's sitting on your floor and doing crunches, or if you guys are at home, like hanging out with your siblings or cooking with your parents or your grandparents or aunts and uncles, whoever that is, just being adaptable in the moment. So yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go back a little bit in our comments to a comment from Ask, Listen, Learn, and they said it's fun to see that even Olympians have their red lights. So, Winter, what is your favorite unhealthy food? And talk to us about how often you do that.
One of my favorite, more unhealthy things is probably mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese, any type. I don't care if it's out of the box, if it's out of the freezer, fresh, homemade. I love them all. And I try not to eat them too much because it's just a lot of cheese and fat in there. But it is delicious, and I do have it every once in a while, maybe once every week or two, just as a little treat.
Perfect. And Tiffany, what's your favorite unhealthy food?
It's a tie. I would say between chocolate and cereal, but like not like the good cereals that have like flax seeds and like whole grains, like Golden Grams and Fruit Loops, and the cereals that aren't the absolute best, but every so often, like I just need a good bowl of cereal. I don't eat it often. I actually eat a lot of breakfast burritos, believe it or not. But yeah, I would have to say chocolate. I'm pretty positive I have like a whole bar of a Toblerone. That's like my favorite chocolate inside of that refrigerator right now. And I probably eat like probably one piece a week because they're kind of thick. But yeah, that's definitely my go-to.
Perfect. All right, now let's go to what's your favorite healthy food?
I love fresh fruit, so I don't care what it is. As long as it's fresh fruit, like I love watermelon, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, anything like that. That's probably just honestly my favorite.
Tiffany?
Someone said cinnamon toast crunch is their kryptonite. I'm Golden Grams for sure all day. My favorite healthy food. Yeah, I might have to side with Winter on this one. You can guarantee that I at least have an apple in my pear in my backpack at all times. I love grapes. Frozen grapes are my absolute favorite. If you guys have not had grapes in the freezer, they will change your life. But yeah, I love fruit. So yeah, I have to side with Winter on that one.
And it's the perfect snack. Literally, most of them come in their own wrappers, and they're perfectly sweet, they're healthy, they're awesome.
Perfect. All right, guys. Well, let's go back one more time. So we all have favorite healthy foods. We all have favorite unhealthy foods. You've got your green foods and you have your red foods, right? Erin loves nice crunchy grapes, but why is it important to focus, especially during this time where a lot of us are at home and not getting to run around quite as much? Why is it important to eat healthy, right? For your mind, for your body. Tiffany, go ahead.
Yeah. So like I said earlier, guys, it's all about your engine, and your engine makes up your entire body, your mind. Both of those things are very important just in this time, how you adapt to things. Are you able to have clear thoughts and focus when you guys are trying to accomplish something? For me, healthy foods kind of help me with that. It makes it a little bit easier. If I'm eating my fruits, I'm eating my veggies, and I really feel good about what I'm putting in my engine, then I'm going to act, feel, and respond better. So for me, that's my whole about healthy eating. And also allowing yourself to like have that red light or have that cheat. It's seldom, meaning you don't do it all the time, but like if I want to have a piece of chocolate, it's not the end of the world if I have one piece of chocolate in a week. You want to make sure that your good, healthy foods for your engine outweigh your red lights. but it definitely is something where you have to have both in order for you to have a very good just mindset and full engine. You want a complete engine, and you want to build that completely. So making sure that you are getting those good green light foods in, those healthy yellow lights, and throwing in a red light ever so often is really what true healthy living is.
All right, perfect. Well, it is time for our challenge. At Classroom Champions, we always love to leave you with a challenge. So cook something healthy with your parents this week. So kids, decide what your favorite healthy food is. Cook something healthy up with your parents. Take a picture of it and make sure you share it with us. You can share it here on the comments. You can also share it on Twitter at Classroom Champions and hashtag Classroom Champions so that we see it. Let's bring Tiffany and Winter back up. Thank you guys so much for your time today. We really appreciate everything that you had to say about eating healthy, about living healthy. And we wish you guys the best during your training and a little bit of quiet time at home as well.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, guys. Thank you.